with a cafecito here. We're continuing with this project in which, let me go full screen because wow, so unpolite of me not being able to say hi like this. Hello. I'm working on a short film about a three-headed mutant chihuahua that is protecting a punk city against the attack of a giant air fryer invasion. That's it. That's the short film. And right now I'm finishing with the rigs. I still have two more rigs to do, the other two little puppies. And right now I'm testing this giant rig by creating some poses. And it's really incredible. Look, it's really incredible how we can go from this to this. See? And that's the idea. That's the idea. I build the rigs to be able to achieve all the poses that I have on my animatic. I'm working on a short film, so it's not the same as a series or a show. This is a short film in which I am just cutting as much corners as I can to move faster, to move forward, and just to do that craziness, to make that craziness come to life. And this is it. This is it. This is the rig. And from here, we're moving all the way to here. So in the previous videos, we sketch, we block the character, we start moving some deformers around. And on this video, what I'm going to be doing is taking all of these notes that I put here and start polishing this rig so I can get an amazing result. Normally, I wouldn't do that right now at this point, but because I'm recording these videos, I'll just do that extra step of polishing this pose. But that also extra step of polishing will help me to identify in which other parts can I polish this rig, or if I can find any ways to just keep fixing all the things that might not be working at the moment on the rig. See, those little changes are part of the polish, but also being aware of the volumes of this dude and moving or placing these shapes around those surfaces. And just those little details is something that will help you big time on your characters. Well, at least that's where it's helping me on my characters. And again, this is my process, and this is I'm sharing my thought process and how is that I approach this type of things. So hope this helps. So I need to add deformers here in the eyes to get to these shapes, or I can just create a new eye, boop, and because I clone this to this other side, if I select this eye, I'll have the same one. So here I'm going to draw a new eye in which I just need to do something like this. I was like, maybe I should put deformers on this, but maybe no. I can just create these new drawings like this and just jump from drawing to drawing. This cartoony animation style that I'm creating my short films. I'm creating my short films in a super cartoony animation style, and it's because I'm able to take advantage of different so we were talking about design style, which is super cartoony. But by doing this, I'm also taking advantage of a cartoony animation style, which allow me to jump from pose to pose or just heavily focus on strong posing, and the timing could be super snappy. And that's something that we will see eventually once I start animating these characters. Amazing, you see, we have the eyes over there. Another thing that I have to add is the cheek here. So I'm coming here to the head, and I'm going to add, you know what, how is that I add the cheeks here? Oh, it's only one layer. Awesome, so I can grab here this same cheeks thing that I did for this character, notes, duplicate selected nodes. I'm not copy and pasting because sometimes when I copy and paste these things, it tends to also duplicate or copy the timing of these layers. So I'm moving these, something like this, black. Awesome. Then I'm going to put a backdrop here, and these cheeks I'll connect directly here to the head. Boop. And then this will be around here, black. Then I'll figure out if I place it good or not. And then here I can enable those shapes, or I can create new ones. For example, I can create a new drawing there. I'm going to use the brush just because I don't want to polish lines right now. And with the brush, I have more control over my line. If I want like a thick or thin corner or something like that, I can just do this and I have it there. And then I can fill this with the color of this character. Amazing. Why it's not appearing? That's a very good question. So let me change this to this. Now here is appearing. Also the pivot point look is super lost here. So if that pivot point was lost, I think this pivot point of these cheeks is also lost. Yeah, exactly. It's super lost over there. So I'm moving this here back. Amazing. And then this is not showing. Oh, maybe, yeah, I'm drawing this on the line art and I drew this on the color art. Okay, and the line art. Amazing. Then I just move this up. Let's render to see if these have like almost the same thickness. It almost have the same thickness, so the only thing that I can do is take this line, duplicate it a little bit towards that side, and amazing. Looks better. Now, the mouth. I'll leave the mouth at the end because I have to fix some heavy things on the rig in order to get to these mouth shapes. Because right now the way that I rig the mouth is that is in some ways auto patching with the head. So now that I'm thinking about it, I can maybe create an overlay layer and put here and put this overlay layer in front of everything. Come on, wait. I can create and put this overlay layer in front. Sorry, dude. I thought it was going to take me a lot of time, but maybe something came to my mind right now. Yes. So what if I only need this? I think I have it. I think I have it, dude. And that's the interesting thing because yesterday I couldn't figure out how to do this, but now that I continue with the project, sometimes that's really cool because the answers boop came just appear, and I'm like, oof, nice, dude, nice. That's why sometimes I don't spend too much time just figuring out the solution of a problem when I have it because I know that I eventually will come up with an answer, and I don't get neurotic about it. So just I'm saying that, and on the rigging videos, I just spend all the videos screaming. Okay, wait, this dude, I also need an overlay layer. Let me make this name shorter, something like this. Overlay black and paste it around here. Boop. Now I'm going to grab some lines from here. Just need this line here, so I'm going to get rid of the rest. And getting rid of these dots that I don't need, black. And see the result of this. Oopsie. Nice. We have something. We have something. We have something. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. I think that will solve the main issue that I have here. This character. This is the head. Interesting. These are the teeth. Yeah, are being hidden by the head. So I need to cut the head of this character. Maybe you know what? I can cut the head with the character, both color art and line art, with these teeth. So with the upper teeth. So I can, let me see if that will works. Where's that? Where's that? Where's that thing? Where's that thing? Where's that thing? Head. No. No! So maybe I can... What if I create an underlay layer here? Like something like this. What if I create an underlay layer here and I make that thing cut the head? So I'm going to put this underlay layer here. I'm going to add more dots so this doesn't get destroyed or distorted so bad. Boop, boop, boop. And then we come here, node view. Then I attach an underlay layer here. And then I'm saying like this underlay layer will cut this head. No! It's also cutting that part of the mouth. What about this? Wait, no. What if I create another cutter here, back, another here, and then I connect this here, and then I bring this underlay layer to here to cut that. No, waste cutting that. And it's not cutting my head actually. What the? Oh, this is the mouth. Oopsie. Of course, So this is this, this is this, this is this. Now the underlay layer of the mouth should cut here. Now this is the cheek, which I can just do something like this to get rid of that part. Let's disable the nodes for a bit. Let's look at how this is. We're figuring out, we're figuring out, we're figuring out, we're figuring out. Okay, let me clean this shape a little bit. These deformers are a bit too messy, so let me clean this a bit around, something like this. Amazing, amazing. This cheek, go to the front. Awesome. Seems to be working. Seems to be. What the? What happened here? Oh, this is the overlay. So I need this overlay. I need the overlay of this dude to be gutted by the outer patch of the jaw. Amazing. You see? And the interesting thing is that when I start making this series of videos about rigging, dude, I was like auto patching everything with everything because I didn't understood how that worked, and now I think I am starting to get it. How is that the auto patch works? So I need this jaw. I need this overlay line. I need this to auto patch with the lower mouth with this one here. Did you see that? Amazing. There you go. So we have the teeth here. There you go. Another thing that I want to do is now that I'm showing that line here, I want to see what happens if I reduce the line thickness of this, because it's too thick. Horrible. Or if I put this at 7. Yeah, I can do something. I can keep that in 7, and this overlay I can also put this in 7. And no, you know what? I can make something like, you know, the lower mouth. We get out of the posing thing right now for a bit because I need to figure out this, and this is the main reason why I'm posing, is because I need wait. It's because sorry, isn't it 100% of my brain? It's because I need to check if this dude if this dude is working, if the rig is working. Aha. Like I want the line art. Exactly. I want the line art to be cut by the head. So when the mouth goes inside, the line turns thin. Awesome. That's the idea. That's the idea. It's working. It's working there. Now the other thing that I have to do is modify this line in a way that I can now this line should be a little bit thick, so I go from thick to thin. Exactly. And here I go a little bit thin. And I can round this corner. So it looks more decent. Now I have to put this line a little bit more thick. A little bit more thick. Awesome. Now why is this line not being cut there by the outer patch here? So this is the jaw overlay that should be outer patching with this line. Crazy stuff. Okay, these dude also have to be a little bit there. This head, something like this. Let's see. No! Why is this dude not auto patching with my thing? Oh, because this line should be closer to this? Is because of that? Yes. There you go. Better. Oopsie. No. Oop. This mouth will be a mess. Let's see. Not bad, just horrible. So now let's enable again the draw overs just to find out what can I do here. Awesome. Now the only thing that I'm doing right now is tracing on top of the drawers that I did here. There you go. I should make that corner rounded instead of like too squarish. Let's go there. Let's come inside of here, underlay and pencil tool, and I use the pencil tool to make these corners rounded. Awesome. Doesn't make anything. This a little bit like this. Oh, this was hiding this part. So I'm going to grab the mouth, all the mouth. Move this forward. Dude, that shape of the mouth is a mess. So maybe instead of moving forward, I can just get rid of this for a bit. And this, I can move this a bit like that. Now, why this is not revealing here? Awesome, I need to open this deformers a bit so it's not making weird stuff around. And I need an overlay layer for this one too, which is going to be just that line on top that have to be revealed on top of the head. So I'm coming here to this overlay layer of the mouth. It's cut by, also it's cut by that. No, okay, you know what? If I cannot put it on the overlay, I'll put it on the underlay. And I'll put here this, and I'll do like underlay layer, move on front. Awesome. And then I grab this thing. And then I turn this something like, oopsie, no, underlay here. I come here and I make this thinner. And if I look at this, there you go. There you go, yes, la concha de madre. Also, now this nose will come here. This will be something like this. What is this? Get out of here. Oops, see the pivot point of this. Where's the pivot point of this? Awesome. Where's that line? The underlay. Oh, oop, oop. You know what? Let me make this a little bit thinner. Awesome, something like this, and then this comes a little bit down, down, missing. There you go. See, so I was trying to fix all the mouth rig that I did here to match the draw overs that I did, and I get it. It's there. And now I'm going to create a one line shape line from here the neck all the way down towards the body. Oop. And this also starts following that flow. Amazing. Where is this? Where is this? This is the body. And massaging all of these deformers until I get the smooth curves that I'm looking for. Actually, I feel like I need a different way of, I need more deformers on that body shape. Whatever, let's keep going. That is cool. Yeah. Oh, it's this dude. Get out of here. There you go, almost. Not that bad. But yeah, I need to put the deformers of this body in a different way because it's not giving me the smooth corners that I need there. So I'm going to reset this, thinking how can I let's add a new deformer. Let me duplicate this actually. And on this need duplicate, I will add a new deformer. So display 2. And then I'm going to just copy what I have on the previous one on this one. And then I get rid of the previous one so it's not too messy. So I need 3 dots here. Okay, let me see what I did here on the previous one so I don't make that again. Okay, I need 1, 2. I need another one here. So it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got it. Can I add deformers here? Can I? No, right? I'm asking too much. Can I? No. What if I move these ones? I don't have enough. I cannot add deformers, right? Or yeah? Whatever, let's go to the next one. So, 1, 2, 3. And this is the ones that will help me to connect that one line in from the back. Then 1, 2, 3. Awesome. 1, 2, 3. Then here 1, 3. Awesome. It's in parented peg. Oopsie. Drawing layer. I have to change this to parented peg always. So if I move this, it will move with the deformers. Okay, so I'm going to grab this, put this here, bring this pose here, also copy here, and then what I'm going to do is flip and get to this same shape that I have here. So this comes like this. This is a sharp angle. This comes like this, sharp angle. This comes like this. A little bit lower. I don't have to be exact. I just have to make it work. And if I want to be exact, I can turn on the mouse. Nah. Just flip. Almost. Almost. Flipping like crazy. That's it. Awesome. What is happening here? There you go. Checking if everything is working. See, like if nothing happened. Oops, see? Awesome. Let me see if I can make this torso. Oh, okay, it's rounded. No, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to grab this and paste this here. Black. And this body, can I change it to this one? So the same process. I'll bring this here, because I want to get rid of that other body that I might not need with the other deformer. Because on Dogshot, I made that mistake of having leaving there the bodies, leaving there the pieces with the old deformers that I don't need it anymore, and then I would tend to use those accidentally instead of cleaning them at this point, so I'll never use them. So we have something like this. Yep, there you go, that's enough. And I'm grabbing this, pasting here this, and now I'm coming here to the drawing layers, and I'm not sure how to delete this thing. Command D, no. So I'm going here, open this thing, and drawings. Delete selected no! Drawings. How can I delete that thing? Gallery name. Don't use. Awesome. So this is the main one. No. Oops. No. You know, just be conscious about it. I'll be conscious about it. I'll leave it there, but I'll not use it. Okay, this is a 3/4. Now these ports, okay, all the necks and heads, I need to disappear for a bit. Oh no, you know what? Let me, body, let's put a display here on the body, display 2. And I'm going to do the same on the top part. I'm going to trace these two. So this view will be like polishing the pose and the rig. Awesome. I'll copy this and paste it there. Amazing. Side, and then this side view. Where's the, let me select the upper torso. Make sure I'm using the new one here also. And see, I have more lines here to create that one line in shape here. So I don't have to merge all of these shapes together to get to that smooth line. It's a little bit like but yeah, I'll put more time to fix it later. Let's go back to this dude. So for this dude, oopsie, you know what? Let's do the same thing. Let's grab this pose here, put it here. And now let's change this body, but now what I'm going to do is just flipping until I get the same shape. There you go, something like this. And this part will come like this. And now that I have more points around this body, I can make that line softer. No! It should be working. No! I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. This is the lower body, shouldn't be too high. I'm not give up until I make this shape round, super soft. Almost. Oof, almost. Me using the 100% of my brain right now. There you go, imagine is perfect. Let's go here. Let's come here. Let's polish these lines to get to those straight lines there. Like, beautiful. This should be a straight. So I'm aligning these dots of the deformers to like pointing to each other like this. Oof, see? Beautiful line. Amazing. Now the pupils here shouldn't be here. This comes like this. Oops, see what happened here? Let me line thickness, this goes to 0 and this goes to 100, and I'm telling this dragon layer done, smooth my shapes. Now this thing here, what is that? I think I have to do the same thing that I did for the mouth of this dude over there too. Because I know that I eventually will have to do that. So yeah, let's keep polishing this dude first before going back to the mouth fixes. I'll do those mouth fixes later. Let's just finish posing this dude. Oops. There you go. This thing is cutting this dude to ugly, something like this. Awesome. We don't need to see this. Wait, the pivot point of this to this here should be in the same position. So IP and IMP. Awesome. This dude get out of here. Of course you move. Awesome. There you go. I can open this shape a bit more like this. According to the notes that the past Henry did here. Lips thinner. Dude, actually it's working good on these ones. And I started liking this mouth with the thick line more than the thin line that I have here. So that will be an easy fix. I'll come here to the underlay and just put this to 20. Oopsie, horrible. Yes, something like this could work. Yes, 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 yes. And then this dude. Also thicker. Awesome. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Why is not cutting this with a perfect corner? This should be cutting this dude here. Maybe it's because almost. Yes, now it's working. There you go, better. Beautiful. There you go. There you go. What else? Fix that. Yeah. I was like, fix that. What's that? My coffee is getting cold. It's a strong coffee. What is that? First of all, let's figure out what is the head. What is that? Oh yeah, it's the mouth. No? There you go, fix. Now I want this other eye too here, so I'm going to duplicate and make the same thing that I did on the other dude. So the eyes of these characters will work like the Deadpool eyes. Something like this, like super evil. And I'll grab this color pack and paste this here. Amazing. Better. There you go. That's how I polish this pose. This is the pose the first pose that I'm making to test the rig if it's working. This is like how I polish the rig. Of course, I'll put more time here to figure out how to create one crazy cool line there, but other than that, this is it. This is it. Now on the before recording another video, I'll go and add more visual pegs on this character, like to put more handles around that I can select this dude like this. I'll put more handles around and just double check the mouth for the other dudes, because it will be me just silently working on this, like figuring out what to do here. So I'll just might just get rid of that super fast, and then continue. I'll make another post for this character and then move forward with the three little puppies. That's it. See you next time. Bye.